1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's fight like gentlemen.
Your swordplay is extremely fast.
You must have skill.
Let me get my feet under control.
The end.
So back again with the Russell Heights Dojo. Sort of. I said that when we were going to come back, we were going to get into like frames and hitboxes, but there's still some basic stuff that I still kind of want to get through.
What's that?
So normally, typically, in Street Fighter, you fight from the ground, right?
Right.
But of course, there's jumps, right?
Jumping.
Jump in attacks, right?
Yeah.
There's a term in fighting games that's called anti-airs, and it is basically what it means. The person jumps in on you, and you want to avoid him jumping in on you, whatever attack he's doing. So, like I said in the previous, like the first episode, normals have their uses. Some normals are good for combos, some normals are good for, like this normal is good for keeping your opponent at a certain range, and as we saw, also good for special cancel.
Right.
But there's also normals that are really good for anti-airing. So in Ryu's case, his normal that's really good for anti-airing is either his stand short or his stand roundhouse. So jump in at me and then jump in at me with like a roundhouse. So jumping, that one. And I'm gonna anti-air you.
Okay.
So I'm
in the nits.
Yeah, exactly. In the nits. I'm negating your jump in attack. Now I did standing short. That's relatively quick. Yeah. So I'll jump in with like a jump fierce, which is also a good jump in attack. And then you'll try to anti-air me. See, that traded.
Okay. Oh,
so you have to do it sooner.
I see.
But since jumps are so like slow, you can see the person jump and basically react quickly.
Right.
Now his stand roundhouse is a lot slower, so you have to anticipate it a lot faster. Okay. It also has they all have different hitboxes, so they all hit at different areas.
Okay.
So jump in at me, and I'll do a late do jump roundhouse, and I'll do a late stand roundhouse, and it will trade basically.
Okay.
See, you actually got a counter hit because I did it way too late. So they're traded. But if I do it like
anticipation,
so just jump.
Wow. Okay.
And it negates you. I got a counter hit because you were doing a move.
Right. Okay.
So that's an anti-air. So you could do that with normals. And there's also moves that are specifically geared towards anti-airing, which you can guess what reason. Right.
His
special. His like special that's designed for anti-air.
Shoryuken.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
So jump in at me.
Boosh, of course. Yeah.
It's designed for anti-air. It's also designed for combos, like, but
that was redundant.
That was here. We'll go back into our previous list. That was a special cancel into a super cancel.
That was amazing because that was special. So you canceled.
I canceled my jab.
Here,
I'll do it. Okay. I'll do a fierce so you can see it even better. I'll do a fierce, and I'll cancel it into a Shoryuken. I'll cancel the Shoryuken into a super.
Wow, dude, that's nuts. That's 7 hits in like not even a second.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, sorry.
Well, it's alright. You see, we're kind of reviewing here.
That was dope. No, I like that.
So anti-air is a person approaches you from that, you do your moves. Person mixes it up and goes with the air. You hit them out of the air.
Okay.
So,
this is the roundhouse?
Yeah, just do roundhouse.
And then Shoryuken?
Do a roundhouse again, I'll do, because I wasn't doing an attack.
Okay.
Yeah, you got me. So now do Shoryuken.
Push.
I won't get into the next thing too much, because I actually I'm pretty stupid about how it works.
Okay, what do you mean? You're not sure? Or?
Yeah, I'm very ignorant to how it works. Because I'm kind of used to it more in Third Strike. In Third Strike, okay, I'm going to talk about juggling.
Okay.
In Third Strike, you can kind of like juggle a lot of shit. But then in like, in this game, you could juggle certain things. It's kind of dependent, and I don't know exactly how it works, because like Deadly does a lot of juggles, but like in Third Strike, you could do way more.
Right.
But like I'll show you a really good juggle with Ryu is his jab Shoryuken.
Yeah.
If it hits from the air, if it hits like as an anti-air, it basically creates a juggle state.
Okay.
And then I will do my EX Hadouken and it'll juggle. If I do a normal Hadouken, it won't juggle. That's another thing. We were talking about EXs. They all have different properties. So not only does it hit twice, it also juggles.
So then you can juggle, hit him again after that, you're saying?
Yeah, so jump in at me, I'll do a Shoryuken, and then I'll do EX Hadouken. Sorry, I kind of missed them.
Wow, okay.
So it has a juggle potential.
So, but you're saying you can't, but it can be juggled?
No, I just did it.
But, okay. So you're saying after the fireball, it's
like,
the combo's over?
Do a short, I'll do it again. I'll do a normal Hadouken, and it won't juggle.
Okay. Oh, it won't count, you're saying?
Well, I'm not doing it right. It doesn't hit.
Oh, but
and then watch, I'll do the EX, and then it will hit. Fuck. I'm so fucking bad now. I don't know what it is.
You got it. You got this. Oh, okay.
And you could also juggle with Ultra in that case. That's another juggle state. So jump in again.
Oh yeah, you did this to me a bunch of times earlier.
Yeah, and it'll juggle with Super Cube.
Yeah, okay. I
so that's juggle. I don't really know exactly how it works too well.
Yeah,
but that's basically
that's good demonstration though.
Yeah,
for sure.
There's also other stuff like here, because again, it's a game of spacing. The wall acts as a good tool for you.
Right.
You can also get better juggles off of the wall. So I'll do crouch forward, and I'll special cancel it into EX Hadouken.
Okay.
And then from the EX Hadouken, I can juggle the Ultra.
Okay.
So I'll just do it in two parts. So I'll just do that, and then from there I can juggle.
Oh, that's what I was saying before, but you can do that if you're against the wall.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, so you're gonna hit him with that after. Oh.
Bullshit.
Did you hit him?
No.
Okay. So we're talking
now I'll hit him.
Really good timing, right?
Yeah, it's not
damn,
that's
pretty sweet.
Now I'll do it again here.
I don't think
because I don't have the wall.
Yeah,
it won't hit. Yeah. Wow, I'm fucked. It won't.
Well,
my ability's basic.
No, that's hey man, fucking destroy me at this game. I'll tell you that. So I can't say nothing. But.
And now we'll get into something really quick before we get into frames and all that.
Okay.
In this game, like I said, there's startup and active frames. If you hit somebody, if your move is faster, or if you hit them before they start the move, and you hit them in their startup frames,
right,
it creates a counter hit. So, I'll do a jab.
Okay.
And you do just do like a stand fierce, and we'll do it like 1, 2,
punch?
3. Yeah. And then you'll see, because mine is faster,
yeah,
it'll hit first, and I'm hitting you out of your startup frames.
It's canceled.
So then, mine? Well, it hits yours.
Okay.
And then it'll get a counter hit.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3. See, it says counter hit on my side.
Right. Okay.
Because mine was faster. I hit you first. We'll get into this when we get into
so
frames.
Fast. I could have not even. I would have never noticed that unless it said counter hit, right?
Yeah.
Hadouken! Hadouken!
Okay, we might as well get into frames now. Yeah, okay. So, like I said before, there's startup frames.
Yeah.
active frames.
Right, which when you actually are attacking.
Yeah,
right?
and recovery frames. So startup, there's no hits. Active, there's hit. Recovery, there's no hit, you're reeling back. So every move is different. Typically, the fastest move is like a crouching jab or a crouching short or a stand short or a stand jab. Normally, the fastest one you can get is a 3-frame.
Right.
So I said the game runs at 60 frames per second. That's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
3/60th of a second.
Wow. Okay.
There's faster moves like Zangief has his command grabs, like his spinning pile driver is like 2 frames, and another one of his moves is 1 frame. But normally,
You gonna blink?
oh yes, where? So you have startup, active, and recovery. So normally, if you go to like websites and you look up the frame data, it'll be like 3 frames of startup, 3 frames of active, or 2 frames of active, and then like 5 frames of recovery. And then there's a total number.
Okay, I was about to ask that. So a total number of frames, and it shows you which percentage is which kind of frame, like active, startup, or recovery. Okay.
But one thing that's a bit kind of confusing or a little weird about those notations is, say it is 3 frames. For some reason, they put 3 frames of active or startup frames.
Yeah.
But the last frame is always your active frame. It's always the beginning of your active frame. So say you have 3 active, 3 startup, 2 active, and like 5. But I said 3, 2, 5.
Yeah.
So that's 10, right? But actually, because it's the first frame of your startup frames, or the last frame is 1.
Because I made that game that I made with my friend. Remember?
Yeah.
Some of the frame, like since a punch animation, right? Like or whatever. Like sometimes the frame is the same frame in the same movement, right? Because like punching and then he's coming back or whatever. Like what's an example? Sometimes the frame you're using is the same in one movement because of what I mean? Because of the recovery. It's hard to explain. Because I'm talking about building the game and making the actual frame by frame people. You know what I mean? Or like sometimes the frames are the same. Like you'll see, it's the same frame used over again because of.
You mean the same animation frame?
Yeah, the same animation frame.
Oh yeah,
I
have no idea.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, sorry, that's off topic and shit. But yeah,
There's different things for animation, like when they kind of tweak things.
Yeah.
And since you're so used to the animations, they could like extend the same, like you're saying, the same animation.
Yeah.
To make a move like not as good as it was before.
Right.
So like, the only way they're redoing it is extending the same animation.
Yeah.
Like they're not reanimating it.
Yeah.
Because they're lazy. But yeah. So basically, what I was trying to say was,
like, see when he kicks.
Yeah.
Before his foot is straight, there's a frame where his leg is bent before his leg is straight, and a frame where his leg is bent after his leg is straight, right? Like it doesn't go straight, right? And that's what I'm saying. That's the same frame. So like the frame where his leg is bent before it's straight, and then when it's bent before, that's the same frame used over again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's basically just animation.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to, like that's when they did that, they just used the same frame over. You know what I mean? It's not like they made.
Sometimes, in some cases.
Yeah, you're right, because some of them are different. But I'm in that that little clip where he's like, anyway, they can't see what I'm saying. But anyway.
The startup
frames. Yeah.
Okay, so the startup. Okay, I'll start this again. It's like 3, 2, and 5.
Right.
So that's 10 total. But because I said the last, for some reason in notation, the last one for active or for startup counts as your first active. So it's actually 2, 2, 5 instead of 3, 2, 5.
Okay.
I don't know why they do that, but it kind of has to do something maybe with like 1 frame links, but that's something else.
Okay.
And it doesn't really matter, but so you have startup, active, recovery. Now, when I hit somebody
Yeah.
and they're not blocking, that's called hit stun.
Okay, because he's actually like he's being hit. He's turning away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's different amounts of hit stun. Typically, it's not very long for light attacks. It's a little bit longer for medium attacks,
Right.
and it's a lot longer for fierce attacks.
Right.
So that's hit stun. If you're blocking, so block, this is block stun. You're in a block stun state
Yeah.
for a certain amount of time.
I'm not taking damage, but like I'm definitely like not. Yeah.
You can't move.
I can't move.
You can't do anything. When you go to frame data notations,
Okay.
it'll start with startup active recovery, and then you'll see something called advantage on hit and advantage on block. So basically what that means really, really simply is if I hit you with this,
Yeah.
it might be I have 4 frame advantage. So you'll see either +4, or you'll see -4, or you'll see 0 or
Depending
something.
on, and zero's neutral.
Depending on the move. Yeah, 0 is neutral. You're both at the same state. 4, +4, I have advantage. -4, I have advantage.
So what? +4, you have an advantage. -4, you have a disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Did you? Okay, I thought you said advantage twice. I was like,
I
what?
probably did. I'm good.
I was like, what? You got advantage both ways?
So typically, if you hit somebody, you always have advantage. In some cases, like Zangief's far forward, for some reason, he's at disadvantage even if he hits you.
He's just too big.
Yeah.
He's just too damn big.
And then the same thing for the block. You have certain advantages for blocked moves or certain disadvantages for blocked moves. And this is where it comes into if a move is safe or if a move is punishable. If it's safe, you're in an advantage.
Yeah.
If it's punishable, you're at a disadvantage. Like I said, normally the fastest moves are 3 frames.
Yeah.
If my move, you block it and I'm at -2,
Yeah.
I'm technically still safe because your fastest move is 3 frames. So it's like 3 -2. I'm still at like 1 or whatever, you know?
Okay, so it's like what it just rounds it off. Like you.
You can't get out of that stun state fast enough to hit me. So like if I'm hitting you, but I'm also holding down back, right?
Yeah.
If I'm hitting you, and then like my move is technically unsafe because it's -2,
Yeah.
you can't hit me really because your fastest move is 3 frames. So your fastest move for startup
To me,
frame-
it sounds like some RPG stat bullshit right there. That sounds like some Final Fantasy shit right there.
not really.
Well, you're saying
It's all
like,
frames.
Yeah, but you're saying like, but you're like, oh, okay, well, you're -2, but you know what I mean. But your fastest thing is 3, so what? Like that.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean?
I
It's
don't
like
really know.
that sounds like some stat. Yeah, that's how RPGs work, pretty much. It's all based on stats.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, there's what was it? Hit stun and block stun. Which is kind of what we'll get into with the combo system. But first, I
Okay.
want to kind of we can't see them. We can't see them, but there's also something called hitboxes. Hitboxes are just where your attack hits.
Yeah.
Like you see, don't move. All hit Ryu's foot.
Yeah.
Like
Yo, hit
the
Ryu's
characters,
foot?
yeah, the character's feet will connect,
Yeah.
but because the hitbox is not connecting with your hurt box, it won't really. Like I'm hitting his foot,
Right.
but my hurt box is basically
It's like you're
an
just
invisible box.
you're massaging his toes with your toes.
Yeah.
It's not an actual hit. Like that, technically, this is like a sensual thing instead of a because it looks kind of sensual.
Touch your feet, boy.
So you're saying so my hurt box is what makes me take damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Ouch.
It changes every game, the colors. But if you see like it's normally like a green box around you, and it's just like kind of like there's a thing called existence box or something,
Yeah.
and that's basically not your hurt box, but like what makes it so there's a character on the screen. Like I push you forward.
Right. Okay.
Like it's
So like there's a certain point before like okay like yeah, let me walk. See, we're not we're not pushing each other.
Yeah.
Now we are.
yeah, that's
Okay.
like your existence box.
Okay.
And then you have a hurt box, and you have a hurt box right now that I could like hit you. I'm hitting the hurt box now with my hit box. It's fucked up.
I'm hitting your hurt box with my hit box. I'm hitting your hurt box with my hit
And
box.
since we can't see it, we'll kind of go through it quickly. But like, for example, like my hurt box right now is like where the top of my foot is. Everything that's below, like okay, I'll be at this range. Do crouching forward.
What do you mean? Like
Medium kick. Medium kick.
Oh.
A little bit further. Not that far. Not that far.
Oh, we're here?
Yeah. See?
Oh yeah. Oh.
See, what actually happened there? This is where it gets into footsies. This box, this hurt box,
For a
is different
second.
from this box.
Right. So when his foot came
Every
down,
animation has different hurt boxes and hit boxes.
so if you're just standing there, I'm not able to hit you. But
no,
when-
if I am just standing there, you are. But if I'm doing this, it's going under because my hurt box is shrinking.
So right.
when you see like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, they just button mash.
No, right.
They just
It's 'cause-
do whatever.
It's because they're fucking-
actually doing
Yeah, they're trying to get in there. Like
and this, for example, that move right there,
yeah.
it creates a low hurt box. So if somebody jumps in on you, you could sometimes do this and they'll miss you
Wow. Okay.
because you're lowering your hurt box more than the crouching state.
Okay. What the fuck, man? How do these guys must practice? You guys must practice. Okay. Actually, I see how much you're online. Forget it.
Games like the new Killer Instincts actually has a hitbox viewer.
Yes, the new Killer Instinct supposedly is very complex with how
It's,
how technical they try to make it.
I
yeah.
really wish they had one for the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD remix,
Okay.
and they were gonna add one for this, but
Yeah,
they didn't. And
How
then
you
they
can
were
see
gonna
all the
add one
stats.
for Ultra,
Mhm.
but they didn't.
Wow. Fuck.
But it was basically because the Brady Games guide has it.
Okay.
So they have
Like they want you to go there.
Yeah. So yeah, every move has a different hurt box. There's also something called your throwable box. So that's. I didn't talk about this before, but for example, if you hit somebody, but it's good that I'm talking about it now.
Yeah.
If block, I'm hitting you, so you're in hit stun, right?
Yeah.
Or sorry, you're in block stun.
Box done. Yeah.
You can't throw somebody that's in block stun. So
So if I'm
So
actually
if,
being
like-
stunned, you can't.
like watch this.
grab
I'll
it.
jump in,
Yeah.
so block standing.
Yeah.
And then I'll try to. You'll see me do this basically. You'll see me with my throw animation
Okay.
because you're still in block stun.
Block stun.
And you
So
can't-
You're gonna jump in and hit me, and then try to throw me, but it won't happen.
Yeah, and people who have like command grabs like Zangief,
Yeah. They can't grab you.
you can't grab you. Yeah, so
and
it's basically you can't combo grabs, which is a good thing.
Because then people be fucking you up.
Yeah. So I'll jump in and then
Yeah.
because you're still in hit stun,
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
Even if I'm getting hit, is that happening with?
Or
block?
sorry, if you're in block stun.
Yeah, but
if you're getting hit, no, because then it would combo.
Same. So either block or hit stun, you cannot
Yeah.
be blocked.
You cannot be thrown.
Okay.
So basically, your throwable box, which is different from your hurt box,
Yeah.
it's normally in the same range, but it also has different ranges, is gone. Like when you're in hit stun, your throw box is
It's
gone.
gone. Okay. There's no way to be thrown in that.
Yeah. And then, so this is a really rare case, but there are some moves that look like a grab.
Yeah.
Like Ibuki has one that looks like a grab, but it's actually a hit. So she can combo into that. But what that means is, what that also means is if you're blocking, she can't grab you. Because you
Oh.
can't block grabs, right?
Right.
So if she does that move, even though it looks like a grab, it'll be blocked. But if she does a combo, she can combo that grab,
Okay.
which is kind of weird.
I think I know what movie might be talking about.
Like a
Yeah.
with like the shoulder.
Yeah. Okay.
So hitbox is really not that. Since we can't see, it's not that important. But like my
But they
hitbox
exist.
Is, yeah,
They
it's on the
exist.
top of my foot, and you don't have to know where they are. but you have to know what your moves serve. You
Yeah.
have to know the purpose.
Or else you're just like me and you're pushing buttons
Yeah,
for
yeah.
no reason.
And you need to know the ranges of your moves, but that's kind of like you could practice that, but like, of course, this is not going to go as far as this.
Yeah.
And like, I know that from here I can hit you, but from here I can't. Here I can. Here I can. Here I can.
Wow.
So back to frames.
Yep.
Punishable and safe.
So let's stop.
Advantages.
Punishable and safe.
Safe.
Let's break down what
You're in
those
an
mean.
advantage. So typically, +6 or something. Plus whatever.
Like
I hit you. If you're blocking,
the odds are on your side.
yeah. I'll give you an example. Just keep blocking me, crouching.
Yeah.
Safe. Sorry, blocking, crouching,
Oh, I thought it was. Right.
blocking. I'm safe. These are safe. If you try to hit me out of it,
Yeah.
I'm still blocking. So like, you're still in stun. You can't do anything.
Right.
Now I'll do a sweep, and don't do anything yet, but
Yeah.
you'll be able to see that you recover faster than I do because I'm still in my recovery animation.
Okay.
So I'm at like minus whatever. I don't know what the frames are. I really don't know frames by heart. But you could study frames and you could remember all of them.
Yeah.
But you could also just kind of remember the way animations look or remember what's punishable or not.
Okay.
So this, I'm safe here. Now I'll do crouching sweep, and you'll see how he recovers faster than me. So you see you were doing a jab there, you can't reach. I'll do a sweep, and then you do crouching low. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
I was blocking. I'm blocking.
But you couldn't.
Because I'm at a frame disadvantage. You're hitting me.
Okay.
So
that's
that's
a perfect example.
Yeah. That's part of footsies. Footsies, I don't know if I'll get into that yet, but
yeah. So that's safe, and so that was safe and punishable right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. And you were explaining about safe if something is safe or punishable, right?
Yeah. So safe, you are at plus advantage. Punishable, you're not. You're minus.
Okay.
Moves are punishable. If you whiff a move, there's something in footsies called whiff punishing. Basically, I'm whiffing the move and then you just punish me but that's like, you have to be really good at it.
Really good, like, because these are quick.
Yeah. Like, I see whiff that, and then I do that or something.
Okay.
Like,
Nice.
see, I hit you counter.
Yeah.
Now that we've done sort of advantage and disadvantage, just a quick thing, counter hits, not jabs or shorts, but strong, your strong forward, roundhouse, and fierce.
Yeah.
So your mediums and your heavies.
Mhm.
If you get a counter hit, it depends on the move, it's normally 2 or 3 more frames of advantage.
Okay.
So like, you'll be able to combo stuff easier. Like, for example, like I do this,
Right.
and then I can link it, but if I get a counter hit with that first one, I'll get like 3 more frames advantage or something, so it'll be easier for me to link the second.
Okay.
Just a quick thing, but like, yeah. So that's basically it for now. That's a little bit more advanced.
Yeah, definitely more advanced, but I did learn a lot, man. It's fucking insane. This is stuff that was basically literally right under your nose. You know what I mean? You see it all the time, but you just don't think about it.
Yeah. So, kind of a little bit of a quick thing. The reason why things hit is either because they have a better hitbox,
Yeah.
or because they are faster, so their startup frames are faster.
Okay. So you're saying that if 2 moves come at each other and one's damage is more than the other, it will automatically win?
One speed is faster than the other, not damage.
So you said there's 2 ways that you get hurt. You can get hurt,
Yeah.
right? Say those again.
Sort of. Like, okay, if we press the same move at the same time,
Yeah.
and your startup, like we said before, the counter hit. If your thing is like 8 frame startup and mine is 3, I'll hit you first.
So okay, so it's all. But what happens if like a really strong, like not like we're not talking supers or ultras. Say like a fierce versus a normal, like a light. You know what I mean? It's all about who's faster in the frames.
Yeah, if we hit it at the same time.
Okay.
If you start yours faster, if you start your fierce faster, like say it's 8 frames or whatever, I don't know what the things are, but say your fierce is 8 frames, but we don't hit it at the same time.
Yeah.
So say it takes like 7 frames before I hit a move, and my move is 3 frames. Yours is still going to hit first. Yeah. Because it's
already
8.
started. Okay.
Yeah.
It's already started, even though, okay.
And hitboxes, like.
And like double, like if we both hit each other at the same time. That because
yeah, okay, so that's a good thing. Basically, if 2 moves are hitting each other at the same time, that means that
it's a trade.
Your hitbox is hitting my hitbox. Oh, no, sorry. Your hitbox is hitting my hurtbox, and my hitbox is hitting your hurtbox. Yeah. And it's a trade. We both get hit.
Like it was an equal.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty sweet. And that's when you can gauge somebody's skill. Like, wow, we both did the exact same at the same time. Fun, right? Or double KOs. Those are always fun.
So I know the whole thing about frames can be really confusing. That's why it's
really
like
is.
It is like
it's. I can see how people have to study that shit to be good at this game. Right?
Yeah, and like, of course, you could always go to like shoryuken.com or whatever to look up these frames on wikis and all that. There's frame guides. There's strategy guides for all these frames and stuff. I know I did it really quickly and probably a little sloppily, but it doesn't really matter.
That's all good.
It'll help with the combo system, which will come up next.
Straight up, man. Hopefully I'm ready. I've been punching and kicking all day.
So that's basically it for now.
Sounds good to me, man. Another good lesson.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going home.